I'm going to be working on some paws today, and want to let some people join in. So let me wait for that. If the music's too loud, let me know and I'll fix it. Finally got it working now, so that's good. Now let me go and share my screen on my Discord. If you guys want to join in on my Discord, it's called the 4 Horsemen, like the number 4 Horsemen. But welcome everybody. I'm just trying to stream on my Discord real quick. If you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask me. What I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be working on the paw pads. And what I did was I made a pattern, a paw pad pattern and a paw finger pattern, just with a piece of paper and a marker. So I've been doing this for years, so it's simple for me. But whenever you do get a pattern, though, if you end up going on Etsy and buying one, they should come with instructions and things to do. Yeah, but this pre-made that I'm going to be working on, I've already finished the head. The head is complete. Now I'm working on the paws, and then I'm going to be working on the tail. Yesterday I was working on the paw liners. The liners are full lining. So I'm going to be adding that today as well. I'm going to be showing you some sewing machine techniques and stuff like that. Good morning. Good morning, Nikki. How are you? I'm so excited to have everybody today. I'm in a really good mood. And I can't wait to stream, and I can't wait for everybody to come in and join in and have fun with me and listen to music and talk and mingle. So if everybody wants to come and join in, or it would be really awesome if you guys shared my live feed. That would be super cool. At the end of my session, at the end of my stream, I am going to be rating someone. I love to raid other crafters, so we're going to see who is online at the end of my stream, and we're going to pop in and see what they're doing, if you guys want to watch them. Alright, so. What I'm going to do to save time is I'm going to double this fabric. The paw pads are lavender, right? Miki? She's the one that made this art for me. What color are the paw pads? They should be lavender. If not, I can change the color to something else. I don't remember. You would have to look at the pic. I'm looking at the pic right now. It's on my stream. You see it? It's on the left-hand side of the screen. It doesn't say. I'm just going to wing it and say that it is the color. Because I would have to, if I wanted to make, we're just going to go with lavender. We're just going to go with lavender. Since it's a pre-made and it's not custom, might as well, right? Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to double your pattern. This is to save time. You're going to double your pattern, and you're going to make 8 of these and 2 of these. So you're only going to need scratch that. have a new method that doesn't involve that. Scratch that. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. You take your underside of your paws, which is the purple side. You take your paw pads and you make a pattern on the paws. I'm thinking about my old pattern. This is not my old pattern. This is my new pattern. So we're doing the new pattern today. Okay, so you're going to take some type of marker, permanent marker, whatever, and then you're going to draw your paw pads on. So they should look. I'm going to hold it up. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So draw your pattern on here. This is going to be your paw pattern that you're going to put on the back. Okay. And make sure it's in the center of your fingers as well. You're going to be using this to sew on the paw pads, and then you're going to do it. What do you use to shave your fur? Do you do it with scissors or do you use a machine? I use clippers. I use pet clippers, and actually I bought a pair from Walmart that works really good, and it's fairly inexpensive. I think it was like $30-something, $35 or something like that with tax, and it's a wall. So like this. Let me type it in for you. Wall. If I can type. So yeah. So they're available at Walmart. They're called wall pet shavers. They're like $30-something, but I haven't bought one since, and it's been about six months since I bought and used one. So yeah. And I'll show you the technique of shaving once I get to it. You get more of a clean shave when you use a shaver instead of scissors. It is possible to use scissors and shave, but it's time consuming. Really time consuming. This is my the paw pattern that I actually have is my own design, but there are some paw patterns out there that you can actually buy on Etsy. One of them is Fursuit, and there's several others that you can use, but I am not sure of the names. Miki might know, but I am unsure. Alright, so I have done the pattern on the paw, so it's going to look like this. I don't know if you guys want to take a screenshot of that or not. You're more than welcome to. It's going to look like this. And you're just going to do that to your underside of your paws, okay? I've already pre-shaved the fingers, so they're already shaved. So the only thing I really have to do is hand sew them together after I get done making the paw pads. So we're going to take this one and we're going to put it aside, and we're going to go for the other purple now. We're going to do the same thing with the other purple side, and we're going to make pattern. Do the same thing. Yes, there are. There's a lot. I'm actually thinking about getting a sock paw pattern, but I'm trying to find the right one. But the only bad part about owning sock paws is whenever you're wearing them, like at a convention or whatever, and you're walking around, you're playing around and having fun, they get really, really hot. Because they are insulated. They have polyfill in them. So, that's the only downfall about having sock paws. Otherwise, they're super comfy. They're like bedroom slippers. But I'm thinking about getting a sock paw template and using the sock paw template with credit, of course, because I credit all my peoples. And using their sock paw pattern to make sock paws. So, yeah, I just gotta find the right one because I haven't found one yet that I really liked. So yeah, I'm still waiting on your head bases that you gave me, Miki. Oh, for those of you who can't pronounce my first persona name, Kawaii, you guys can just call me Kit. It's not necessary. Hello, welcome to the chat, everyone. I'm sorry I can't see who pops in for some reason. But welcome to my stream. I'm working on some paws right now. Yes, my post office sucks. But God, yesterday I was not feeling the stream. I was so tired from not getting any sleep. I got some sleep today, but yesterday I was really tired. This is the exciting part about making paw pads. This is the most work I'm going to be doing on today. I will probably end up finishing these paws today. And then I'm probably going to be working on the tail tomorrow. The tail that you see in the picture on the left-hand side of my screen, that tail is going to be a challenge. But I'm up for the challenge. I like challenges. It's fun. Because if somebody tells me that I can't do something, it just makes me more stubborn to keep going. I'm not talking about the stupid stuff. I'm just talking about like my work, my art, my creativity. If somebody tells me that I can't do something, I make sure that they know that I can. So if anybody ever tells you that you can't work on something and that what you do is a waste of time, don't care what they say. It's stupid crap, because they're either jealous of what you do and the fact that you have creativity and creatism and you can work on stuff just by thinking about it or writing it down or making art or whatever. But yeah, all the young furs, they have to know, you know, we're here for you. All these adult furries that are welcoming all the young ones into the furry community, we accept you for who you are, and you shouldn't care what other people have to say about you. And really, you just be yourself. Really. Don't be a jerk, though. Just don't be a jerk. Alright, so let's get this party started here. I gotta get going. I gotta start working on it. Sitting here blabbing away. Alright, so we got the second pop hat on. Alright, so now this is what we're going to do. This is the part where it's kind of a pain in the ass. So, we're going to take our lavender fur. We're going to place it on the table like so. We are going to end up laying down this paw pad, and we're going to cut a square that is past the paw pad area. So do you see where my hand is right here? We're going to go past this area. This is how I do my paw pads. Everybody has their own different way of doing paw pads. This is how I do mine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where I want to cut, because I don't need all this extra. I don't want to waste it. I'm going to make a big border across this lavender fur, because the only thing I'm going to need the extra for is to be able to hold the fabric in place. That's it. That's all I need it for. But you want to make sure that you have extra space whenever you're doing the paw pads. So I doubled my fabric, so the only thing I need to do is do this much cloth for each side. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Make sure you either have a hand sewing needle or a machine to sew these paw pads on. It's easier to use a hand stitch than a machine stitch, because then you can be precise. So if you have no experience on a machine, I would practice before commissioning somebody to do paws, if you don't know how to do it. Okay? Practice, practice, practice. And then we're going to fold up our lavender fur, because I like keeping my office clean. And put that up, and then we're going to get our sewing machine out and get that ready to go. I use a Singer Simple. I got it at Joann's. It's capable of sewing like jeans or like leather jackets, stuff like that. So, Singer Simple at Joann's. Affordable, and it doesn't kink up or anything like that. I gotta grab my plug-in, but I'm gonna thread my machine first. I got this little needle doodly bob for on Amazon because it helps a lot. I don't know why my thread came undone. I'm gonna have to wind it back on. There we go. I found it. This is really easy to do once you get the hang of it. If you are unsure how to use a sewing machine, I promise you there is a YouTube tutorial on how to thread a sewing machine and how to work a sewing machine. So if you're unsure about how to do it, YouTube it. Google it. But you know, it would help if I get my plug-in so I can be able to see. Got my little drawer over here that I use my stuff with. Let's see. Got going on here. Gotta plug in my sewing machine. Plug this baby in, just like that. And go for my plug-in. If you guys are wanting to look at my shop, I do have an Etsy link below this stream. If you guys want to click on the link and look at my stuff, you're more than welcome to. If you're wanting to know about a commission, visit my Facebook and fill out a quote form with a reference sheet of your character so I can quote you properly. And also, if you want to watch my previous videos, you can either watch them on the stream or you can visit my YouTube channel, which is Kawaii Kit Creations, if you guys want to look back at that. All of my streams are on there. Whenever I get my VR character up of Kawaii, I am going to be streaming Little Nightmares 2. I do tend to want to stream. I want to stream Little Nightmares 2 now. I'm thinking actually about doing that, and for you guys to be able to see my expressions when I'm playing Little Nightmares 2, because I love that game. It is an amazing game. I played the first one. The graphics and how like lo-fi, like unhappy, scary, and awesome it is at the same time. I love Little Nightmares 2. And they need to keep making those kinds of games because they became really popular. Because everybody likes the weird stuff. Nobody wants to admit that they like the weird stuff, but they like the weird stuff. I can also play stuff like Genshin Impact. I play Smite. Warframe's a good game that I like to play. I've played Red Dead, the first one and the second one. I've played all kinds of retro games from way back when. I remember when I was a kid, I had a Game Boy, and it was black and white, and I could not play it in the dark. You actually had to play it in light, and you had to have some type of light source in order to be able to see the screen when you're playing your Game Boy. I mean, it was a pain. It was a pain in the butt. I couldn't play it at night. Alright, so the next thing that we need is some clips or some pin needles, which I'm going to be using these colorful threading needles. You can get these at Walmart or the dollar store for super cheap. Anytime that I'm using stuff like this, I always tell people where I get my stuff. That way, if they want to be able to buy it themselves, they can. If they want to become a future fursuit maker. I am all about everybody doing fursuits for themselves and making things. I think it's creative. I think it's awesome. So, I always like to teach young furs how to make stuff. Alright, so you're going to take your single pattern, this one. You got two, so you need this one. You want to put it downward on the table, and then you're going to put your faux fur right on top, okay? And then you're going to start pinning the suits, or pinning the fabric together. Excuse me, I can't talk today. So you're going to take and you're going to start pinning the edges of your fabric to where the fabric won't come apart. So make sure you pin your fabric together. Don't stab yourself. You will end up stabbing yourself if you're not careful. Take your time if you are unsure about how to do it. And again, if you are new to sewing on a sewing machine or sewing, there are tutorials out there on how to sew and different stitches that you can do. There's also other fursuit makers like Miki that's on the stream right now that can help you as well. I don't know if she's going to be streaming today or not. Yeah. The camera can be a pain sometimes, but they bettered it in the second one. Okay, I have not played the second one. Please, for the love of God, do not give anything away for the second game, because I've told my daughter, she's playing it, I've told my daughter not to tell me. I really want to be surprised when I play Little Nightmares 2. It's like, for me, if a movie's coming out that you really, really want to see and somebody already seen it and they give away the ending, that's kind of like with me with gaming. I'm like, respect me, and because I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, just don't give it away. Because I cannot wait to play it. I already have it, but I want to make this pre-made fursuit first and get this one done so that way it's ready to ship, and if somebody ends up buying it, so that way I can focus on streaming my game instead of working on a fursuit. I kind of want to do both, but I'm really trying to wait on, welcome to the chat. I'm really trying to wait on, my, avatar character. If you guys have any questions about what I'm doing right now, or if you have any questions about fursuit making or anything like that, just please let me know, and I will definitely answer, or try to answer them as best as I can. I'm going to log into Furry Watch real quick. I haven't been able to. There we go. I'm in. Let's go back. Okay. This is the most peoples I've had in a while. It's been a while since I've had this many. I feel special right now. I am dragon. I stabbed myself the other day with a needle. It didn't feel too pleasant. And you're going to do the same thing with the other fabric as well. Make sure that whenever you're pinning flat on a table or a flat surface. That way your fabric doesn't bunch up whenever you use a sewing machine, okay? I'm feeling much better today. Like, I have no idea what the hell was wrong with me yesterday, but I was just not awake. Alright, so here's one. So this is what it's going to look like on the top. And this is what it's going to look like on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin the other side. That way I can just start sewing and then go from there. Oh, I forgot to write down the list for y'all. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let me write down the list of things that you're going to need. You're going to need, let me type this stuff out real quick. I'm going to try to type without looking. You're going to need your faux fur. You're going to need about 1 yard of faux fur. 1 yard of faux, I can't spell. 1 yard of faux fur, okay? Or a half a yard of 2 colors, so on and so forth. It just depends on what your paws look like. You're going to need some type of fabric material, about 1/4 of a yard for your paw pads. Okay, you're going to need scissors. You're going to need a marker. You're going to need needle and thread. And you're going to need a sewing machine. Okay, and what else? Oh yeah, so you're going to need about 1 yard of fabric, stretchy fabric for your inner lining. Stretchy fabric, there we go. 1 yard of stretchy fabric. So if I'm missing anything, Nikki, just let me know, but I think that's it. I think that's all I need. So, and your paw pattern with paw pad pattern. So make sure you have that too. Okay? Those are the items that you will need to make your stuff. throw that over there. And get this one ready. I'm going to have to put it on here, and we're going to stitch it up. Or pin it up. Get your pinning needles. I'm going to grab me a bunch of them. And I'm going to start pinning. Miki's kind of like my co-host of the chat, so whenever she pops in, I kind of co-host partner with her to see if I miss anything when I talk about fursuiting, because she is a fursuit maker too, and she does stream. Her streaming screen name is Everyday Kitsune, so if you guys want to go check out her stuff while she's streaming, man, she does some awesome work, and she actually has some stuff up on her Etsy account for sale. Miki, if you want to go ahead and put in your Etsy account in the chat, you can. I do not mind at all. And you can go check out her stuff too. Or your store. Ow! I just stabbed myself in the finger. There you go. So you guys go check out her stuff as well. She has really good items for sale. She does head bases too. I'm not sure if you're going to be doing. Are you going to be doing the base kits like I do? I have a bunch of stuff available, a bunch of pre-made items available, and they're not all that expensive. Pre-made stuff tends to be cheaper than commissions because you're custom making that person's character. Like if I was a maker, I'm a maker, but if I wanted to make Kawaii, and you can see her on the screen, she would be expensive because of the amount of patterns and spots and stuff that I actually have to do on her. So she'd be a lot more expensive. Because of the patterns I would have to do. And I'm actually going to be making I have two fursonas actually. One is a snow leopard, which was my first fursona when I first started into the furry fandom. And this is my second character, which is more me now than my snow leopard fursona back then. I am going to be making two. One is just a regular snow leopard, and the other one is going to be Kawaii. So I can't wait to get started on those, but as usual, I always take care of my peeps first before making my own stuff. I don't even have a fursuit right now. The one right here, that was her in the screen, the dragon in the background by the wall. That was Kawaii, but now I'm making a 2.0 version, and she's not going to look like that. She's actually going to be my own creation, and she's available for on my Etsy account if you guys want to go check that out. I had a brain fart for a second. All right, so now we got this one pinned. So let's see what this one looks like. So this one looks like that, just like the other one on the other side. All right, and now we're going to start sewing. You want to take your time on this. You can either hand sew or you can machine sew. When I used to hand sew all my stuff and then glue the paw pads on, but now I sew my paw pads on because I had a lot of practice on other pre-made paws. I had some flaws on the pre-made paws that I didn't like that I fixed, but now I'm getting to where I'm getting used to making paws like this instead of my old way. Even as an adult, you keep learning. I only do regular bases right now. Okay. All right, so maybe in the future you can make kits. I'm thinking actually about adding ears to my kits, but every person's persona is different, so I don't know if I don't know if I really want to make them custom ears unless they ask for it. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna add that, but I really wanted to add ears to thing. All right, take your time on sewing your paw pads. Don't rush it, okay? If you rush something and you're unsure of how to do it, take your time on the sewing machine. Make sure that your fabric is laying out. You let your thumb on your machine do its work. It pulls the fabric forward. Do not force your sewing machine to sew. That's what everybody's problem is. Take your time. And then once you get the hang of it, like I'm going to get the hang of it in a minute, and then I'm going to start going a little bit faster. But your first one's usually the one that you want to go slow on because you haven't done it. Well, I haven't done it in a good couple weeks. So I would just want to make sure that it's on there good. Let the machine feed the fabric itself. Don't rush. Okay? And every maker will tell you that too. Okay, and then you're going to double back on your thread just to tie it off. Pull your thumb up, pull the sewing machine thread out, and then you're going to cut the thread that's connected to your machine, and then you go for the next one. Make sure you have a good amount of thread on the back of your machine, okay? So it's going to look like this now. So do you see the paw pad on the back? It's all sewn in. So you're going to do that again on the rest of the fingers and then on the paw pad. And you can go ahead and pull out your needles for that finger. You don't need it. I don't know why I closed this. There we go. There we go. Got this. Ooh, baby. I can take a nap right here on this sewing machine. I'm checking my multi-stream real quick to make sure that nobody on my YouTube or my Facebook has messaged me at all. And nobody has. Okay. Alright, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. We're going to get this done today. I'm a determined woman. I'm working on getting another table too. Because this is just my convention art table that I bring with me to conventions whenever I'm trying to sell my stuff. I want to get a wooden table. That way it's heavier. That way my machine doesn't bounce up and down. You'll see my machine bounce up and down, and it's a pain in the butt. always try to get the same type of fabric in with my paw pads. That way, you know, the lines look really good. Amazon Prime is your best friend. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I've had a couple people ask me about fan art on TikTok. I gotta make a video about that. And that's fine if you guys make me fan art. If you guys want to send me something via mail or whatever, just let me know, or PM me, and I can give you my address if you guys want to send me stuff. That's fine. I've actually had a couple people ask me if they can give me my address so they can send me some fan mail. I'm like, sure. So, yeah. That's my first time ever getting fan mail from anyone that I wasn't commissioning. Yeah, I'm really excited about the fan mail thing. I'm gonna have to open it up and find out what they give me. I love gifts. I don't care big or small. I don't care if it's a picture of your fursona hugging my fursona. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love creativity. I love art, and I love everything about the fursonas group, and how creative our group is. And every time I get somebody that doesn't understand how the furry fandom is and what we're about, I try to explain it to them as best I can without, you know, seeming angry that they don't understand, you know? But you're going to get people that hate you and people that say mean things, but you know what? As long as you like it and it's not hurting anyone or you're not hurting yourself, it is perfectly healthy. Even in yeah, that was me. Yeah, I was on Omegle earlier sharing my Omegle stuff, sharing my stream. That's probably the reason why I have so many people on today. And I only give my stream out to other furries. I do not give them to furry haters because they will end up like doing something stupid like banning my stream account, and I don't want to have to go through all that again just to make another stream. So I'm only sharing my stream stuff from my Twitch stream to other furry peoples on Omegle. I don't share it with normal regular people. That's one of my big rules. Because I don't want them to ban me off my stream. They already banned me off of TikTok. Which is good because I really don't like doing TikTok anymore because there's a lot of kids on there now, and it seems as if kids today like the drama, they like being able to feel bad, and they want people to pity them. And I'm like, no. I is dragon. Again, take your time on your stuff. If you are unsure about how to do something and you want to make it yourself, make sure you research it or you ask someone about making it. There is no shame in messing up. Absolutely no shame in messing up at all. I have messed up a bunch. Miki's messed up. Haven't you, Miki? Have you made mistakes on your suits before? And you know what? We just take our time, and if we mess up, we have to restart, but it is okay. Biggest part about being a fursuit maker is that you're going to end up making mistakes. You're going to end up, you know, threading the wrong thread or going over a line that you were creating, and you're going to have some flaws here and there. You're going to notice stuff when you make your suits, and it's going to irritate you at first, but then after you finish this head, you could ask Miki. I was ready to throw it across the room before I shaved it. Before I turned it into this, I wanted to throw it across the room. I was so irritated about, you know, the way it looked, the way I made it, but now it looks immaculate. I love it. I love the art. I love the creativity, what I did to it. It is an amazing suit, and I cannot wait for somebody to adopt it. I would love for somebody to adopt it. So, so after you get done doing the paw pads on the paws, you're going to pull out all your needles and put them back in their designated needle getting area. Let me see. I clean as I go because it's had it. And it should look like this after you get done with that. I forgot to show you guys. So we're going to go ahead and do the other one. Go ahead and knock that out. So what is everybody else doing today? Drawing, listening to music, doing school. What is everybody doing today? Miki, what are you doing right now? I'm playing Star Duo. Oh, I'm playing Stardew Valley. What's that? Oh, we want to play that game. Okay, I'll play that game. There we go. I gotta get her going. She was a little mix up. It's a game that's really popular right now. I'm not sure yet. Just started playing it. Oh, okay. I'm going to be watching Miki's stream games as well. So if you guys, well, I think she has to make her character first before she's going to start streaming games. But that's what I want to do. But I'll probably end up streaming Little Nightmares 2. Just because I got that game for my birthday, my husband and my daughter really want me to play it because they know I enjoy those kinds of games. So I want to be able to stream that soon, but I am waiting on my character to be drawn. I'm still on queue list. They're not even ready to be drawn yet. But she does amazing work. I don't have any of her stuff. But if you guys want to go check it out, I'm sure Miki has some type of media she can share. But like I said, if I'm streaming something and I am getting my 3D model is in the works, I'm just waiting. Oh, the art, the website to her art. The girl that's doing my, forgot what her name was. The girl that's doing my art, my 3D ref sheet. I actually think I have her stuff in my chat. She gave it to me. Let me see what do. There it is. Copy. And I think that's it. Is it? Let me see. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for sharing that, Miki. I appreciate that. I'm thinking about just having everybody call me Kit for short. Because it's really hard to look at my name and pronounce it correctly. And it's just easier for people to call me Kit. We got the big paw pad to go, and then we're going to start cutting out the paw pads. Just got to get it up. Got to get this last one sewn. Really, stomach? Really? I need some agua. I'm gonna turn this on some more, like, I like the happy dances, but we're gonna do, see if that helps at all. If my music's too loud, just let me know and I'll turn it down. As long as I can hear it faintly in the background, I'm good. I can only stand silence when I want to relax and when I want to sleep. Otherwise, I have to have some type of talking or noise going on. If that makes me weird, that makes me weird. You see all my sew machines bouncing up and down? I have to keep moving it. But I is dragon. Dragon. We go where no one goes. Oh, and guys, I am a big fan of toothless stuff. Welcome to the chat. I am a big fan of toothless stuff. Anything toothless. I have even toothless tattoos. These are my tattoos. Alright, so now we're done with our sewing machine for now. We're going to take out our pins and needles. Keep your area clean as you're working. That way you don't have to sit there and clean up a bunch of crap after you get done. But you can't not make a mess when you're an artist. That's just a given. You're going to end up making a mess with like hair or scrap or string or whatever. But as long as you put up your sharp, pointy objects, it's fine. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to, so your paw pads are going to look like this, okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to cut as close as you can to that seam, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, take your scissors, I'm going to start on the big one, and I'm going to get the faux hair out of the way, and I'm going to start cutting these paw pads out. And I'm going to show you what they look like. And then we're going to stuff them, and then we're going to sew the paw pads together. And then after that, I'll probably end up taking a lunch break or getting some type of snack. Because I'm getting hungry. This dragon got to eat. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. I can just picture all my furry peoples like in a rave at a concert going like that. I need love too. I mean, I already have some, but I would love more. This is where a pair of itty bitty scissors would do really well. I just don't have a pair of itty bitty scissors. I might need to invest in getting me some. It's for cutting like really close to the seam. Drop. Beat drop. Oh, the song's over with. Oh. I was about to say, come on, we need a beat drop. Oh, okay. I like it. I like it. Oh, and by the way, I am making some new creatures. I'm working on the ref sheets for them on my digital iPad, and was working on some of them yesterday, but I had to run a bunch of errands yesterday. I didn't have time. But as soon as I get the ref sheets made and I'm able to send them out, make sure you check my Facebook for those, and also I'm going to be putting my ref faces up on my Etsy. I'm going to start putting those up as well. Make sure you get as close to your seam as you can without cutting your seam, okay? And they're all even and it looks neat. You might have to go back and trim a little bit, but other than that, it's good. Alright, so this is what the paw pads will look like after you get done cutting them out. This is the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the other side. Make sure you cut out all your strings, all these little extra strings that's everywhere. Make sure you cut those off. We'll just sweep all this in a moment. I just like to put it all in one pile so I can just scoop it up and throw it away. Lay that down, and then we're going to work on cutting out our other paw pads. And making paw pads like the making hand paws, it's a lot of work. It might take you a couple days, it might take you a week to get them done. But that's why fursuit items are so pricey, is because we sit here and work on our fursuit stuff for you guys for custom paws, and we put our time and experience into creating your persona for you. And I really enjoy doing that. I really like making characters that were not made by me. I love bringing them to life. Like this one was made by Miki. She made this pre-made art for me to make something. So thank you very much, Miki, for sharing this pre-made art with me so I can make this character come to life. And hopefully I'll be able to get them adopted out. There is no sexual preference for this. This gal, she can either be male, female, trans, whatever the person that's buying it, whatever they want them to be. I don't judge people based on their gender or whether they're male or female or whatever. I'm not about that. So if they want to turn this character into more of a masculine character, go for it. If they want to turn it more girly, they can turn it more girly. It doesn't matter. They will have full character rights to this page, to this art, to this costume. They will be able to do whatever they want to with this character. Do you guys want me to stream when I make the tail? Because I was thinking about doing the tail over the weekend when I'm not going to be streaming, and finishing it up this weekend. If you guys want me to stream me doing the tail, let me know, and I will stream making the tail, which is the last thing. It's going to be a really simple tail, and you know, not that hard. So if you guys want me to stream making the tail on this persona, let me know, and I will definitely go on and stream for y'all. I do not mind at all. Okay, so at 2 o'clock, I'm going to take a 15-minute break, making sure I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to let my dogs out and make sure that they go to the bathroom and stuff, and then I will be back on my Omegle. I am going to leave my live chat up, but I'm not going to be in the room. So because I have to go eat. I haven't had any breakfast, so I'm going to have to go eat some type of lunch. But I can leave the music up for y'all, and I can, but I will be back, and we'll be finishing these paws. They will be done today. I'm going to try to finish them today. I shouldn't. The most tedious thing I'm going to probably be doing is hand sewing these paws together. Alright, so after you get done cutting out your extra fabric, go around the outside of your paw pads and make sure that you trim up any extra little spaces to where it's nice and clean on the outside, okay? Take an extra minute or two and just get these edges. That way they're nice and clean and flush. Especially if you're making it for someone. Yes, baby. I'm going to get off here at 2 o'clock. I'm going to get me some lunch, and then I'm going to pop back in. Why? I'm going to be streaming until 4 today. So I have to get these pop pads done. Why, baby? Aww. I promise I'll play a game with you later. But when Chris gets home. Before Chris gets home, I'll play a game with you. Pinky swear.
Chris getting home after 4?
I hope not. I hope he gets off earlier than that. You can ask him. Did you take a nap?
Huh?
Did you take a nap?
Mm-hmm.
You feel better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Hey! Budgie. What time is it now? I have 10 minutes. I gotta talk to you after that, okay? Oh! My baby does cosplay. You want people to check out your TikTok? You don't want it, well, what's the point of making cosplay then if you don't want people to check out your TikTok? Oh, I'm sitting here continuing my thing without teaching you guys something. Okay, so you're going to take your scissors or a box cutter or scalpel, whatever, just make sure that you don't cut yourself. And you're going to make little tiny cuts on the top of your paw pads. This is where you're going to be stuffing your paws, okay? Make sure it is like the size of your finger to where you can stuff the polyfill up there. Not too big, but you want to make sure that it has enough padding so you can, or enough space so you can stuff it. I can't talk today. Hey Google. Set timer for 5 minutes. Okay, so we're going to do it to the other side, but I have 5 minutes to show you guys what I do. Hi, Zebbers. Hi, Puppy. Hi, Puppy Face. These are my Wuggies. These are the Sandies. Come here, the Sandies. Come here, Sandies. Come here, the puppy. Come up here. This is my little goober. She's my little goober head. And then I got my daughter's husky that's underneath me. They like to do their own thing. So I get some polyfill. I got this polyfill at Walmart. You don't have to buy expensive stuff in order to make stuff. My baby's messaging me. you know that whenever my husband or my daughter or whoever needs me, I'm going to be paying attention to them more than my stream because my family comes first before anything. So yeah. So if my daughter comes in the room and wants to talk to me, I will stop talking and I will definitely be talking to her. So it's not meaning to ignore you guys. I just love my family that much. And always make sure they get the attention that they need. So you're going to take some polyfill, little bitty poopies like this, and you're going to sit there and stuff it. You don't want to stuff it too much. You just want enough to be able to have that little push, the little push paw pad. Right? And you want to do it all to all these pads. Now this is much better than getting on Omegle and getting insults, right? Now there's a bunch of other streamers on here that Fursuit make too. So Everyday Kitsude is my friend Mii's if you wanted to go check out her stuff. And there's also Otterly Tiffin. And a couple other ones that I have, but they're not on right now. And the reason why I stuff my paw pads before I start sewing is because it's more of a pain in the butt to stuff them while they're already sewn. So I try to stuff before I sew. That's my technique anyway. You guys can do whatever you want, but that's the way I do it. Everybody has their own way of stuffing paw pads. Beans, 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 beans. Beans, 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 beans. I is dragon. I'm going to add another minute onto my timer. Make sure when you stuff your paw pads and stuff that you get the corners. Make sure that your corners are stuffed really good, and make sure that your cotton is even all the way around. If you don't do that, you'll have little bunches of fabric or cotton. My stopping point. I do have one of the paw pads stuffed, so they look like this. And then after I come back from lunch, I am going to stuff this one, and then we're going to sew the holes that I made for the paw pads, and then I'm going to be sewing them together. So if you guys want to stick around, you can. I'll be back in 15-ish minutes. I'm going to go eat and adult and do responsible stuff, and then I will be back to make the paws. And don't forget to follow me if you guys want to join me next time I get off this stream today. And if you guys want to watch me do the tail and stuff, just let me know, and I will definitely do that. I'll let you guys see how I make the tail. This is going to be a really interesting tail. I'm going to enjoy making it. But anyway, if I don't see you when I come back, you guys have a positively possum day, and I love you guys so much. And don't forget to check out my Etsy and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and take my lunch break. I gotta eat. I'm starving to death, and I will see you guys in 15 minutes ish.
started to fade, but the feelings grow deeper. I hate living this way, scared that I'm getting weaker. So I smile to your face and pretend that I'm happy, longing for your embrace. Is this the price that I pay? But will we remain? I'm strong enough to stay. I'm full of joy and pain. We were made this way. But will we remain? I'm strong enough to stay. I'm full of joy and pain. We were made this way. Our hearts are on fire, though nothing has changed. But still we remain. Still we remain. Still we remain. Still we remain.
you doing so far? If I anybody new, welcome to my stream. Alright, so gonna cut holes in this paw pad. We're gonna be working on paw pads today. Or stuffing these paw pads. Stuff these paw pads. Blue, 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 blue. dragon. There, fall down. I said get in there, and that's what do. Get in there. So squishy. So squishy, so squishy, so squishy. Alright, so now we have to sew. Gotta put this yarn thread stuff back up here. I don't need my that. Put that back up there. Yeah. I'm ready for the beat drop. I'm ready for the beat drop. Beat drop, beat drop, beat drop, beat drop. I'm gonna see if I can guess the beat drop. Ready? Right now. Now. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so everybody has their own way of stitching up the holes on the paw pads. I usually use a blanket stitch because it gives it a really good strong stitch, so I don't have to worry about it tearing up. So you can use whatever stitch you want, but I usually just use the ladder stitch, not the ladder stitch, the blanket stitch. You can look that up on YouTube, and it'll show you how to do it like step by step. So you're aware of what stitches to use. You're going to always double your thread whenever you're sewing something, and you want it about an arm's length. So this one's a little bit longer because I want to use a lot of thread on just one time of sewing. So you want to take your hole on your paw pads, and you're going to want to push it together, and then sew both together. This. I wish I had a second camera. I'd show you what it looks like up close. What you want to do is you want to take and you want to loop this stitch just like that. Pull gently, and then just press the two together, and then blanket stitch it. Make sure you don't stitch too much fabric together because it'll pull. I don't like doing the ladder stitch on this stitch. I tried it. I didn't like the way it looked, so I stuck with the blanket stitch. It's easier for me to do it that way. But like I said, everybody has their preference. They don't have to do the blanket stitch. You don't have to do the blanket stitch if you don't want to. Okay. Be right back. business. Stitch these together. Make sure when you stitch, you do the blanket stitches on these paw pads. Make sure that the stitching is close together. And always tie off your stitch. Okay? If you make a mistake, it's okay. You don't have to get mad and angry if you mess up. It is perfectly normal to get upset if you mess up. Always go back and fix it. I want to hear from you guys. If you guys want to talk. You don't have to, but what do you guys like about the furry fandom? I always like to ask people that are not furries what they like about the furry fandom so much. But what do you guys like so much about the furry fandom? I would really like to know what caught your eye the first time that you knew about furries. What caught your eye? focused. Sorry about me being so quiet. I'm just really focused. I have to go, but I'll totally join your next stream. See you then. LOL. Bye, Mochi. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I wasn't so talkative this time. I'm trying to concentrate on the paw pads. You keep it real. Be safe. Be sweet. And I'll see you again. Mwah, and save positively, Possum. One more finger to do on this one. But I'm going to be right back. I have to make my daughter a sandwich for lunch. And it's going to take me like a couple minutes to do. So give me just a second. I'm going to make her a sandwich real quick. Yes, I'm making my kid a sandwich because one day I won't be able to make her a sandwich and she'll be an adult and she'll be doing her own thing. So I am taking my moments and enjoying my years with my kid before I can't anymore. So yes, I'm going to go make her a sandwich even though she's a teenager because I love her and she's my baby. Well, let me go ahead and be right backy. Give me a few minutes, okay? back, everybody. I have got hiccups like something fierce. Whew. Oh my. Oh. Yeah, that hurts. Oh my. Oh, we're trying holding my breath. Let's see if that helps. Alright, so after you get that sewn, you're going to put fur to fur after that, and you're going to sew all the way around the outside and leave the opening where your arm goes in open. Don't sew this part, okay? But we're going to end up doing these paw pads first. I like to do both of them at the same time because it takes my workload off. So I sewed this, the paw pads on this, so I'm going to work on this one. Now, it's probably not going to take me as long. So I had to get up and parent and adult and do adult and parent things. Am I the only fursuit maker that I know of that's a mother? Does anybody else know of a fursuit maker that's a mom? Because so far, I'm the only one that I know of that I'm a mom, like with kids. Or kid. I don't know anybody else. I don't know another fursuit maker that has kids. I gotta end my stream. I want to end up continuing my stream after I get done. I may end up streaming sometime tomorrow. I don't know. Usually I like to take weekends and have family time. But if I do end up streaming over the weekend, I will post it on my schedule. So be sure to check that. I am going to stop my music, and I am going to end up going to my other stuff so we can raid, 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 raid. We got to raid. I completely forgot how to raid. Gotta raid, gotta raid, gotta raid. I just remembered how to raid. Who should we raid? Here we go. That's somebody.
Did you mean to do that?
Kawa! Hey! You were in here earlier. Thanks for the radio, Frenda. So, Cheese, is this the sort of thing you meant? Genuinely close. Stop and play with me. I mean, I don't just want to copy what's out there. If I'm just copying what's out there, why, like, what am I bringing that's different? If I'm just copying